Choosing a roofing contractor in Nashville who will do a professional job is critical. Each year, the Better Business Bureau and other consumer agencies receive thousands of complaints about roofing contractors. Unfortunately, most states have few or no regulations regarding roofing contractors and installers, nor do they have building code requirements pertaining to roofing. This creates a huge buyer beware situation when it comes to roofing your home in Nashville, Tennessee. Even if you do the proper due diligence, you still run the risk of a contractor who does not watch over their installation practices the way that they should. Because the cost of entry into the Nashville roofing profession is fairly low, the industry is full of people who are not properly trained, as well as a few people who are downright deceptive. We believe that, when evaluating Nashville roofing contractors, you need to first understand your roofing needs. So, later in this post, we will tell you how to assess your roofing needs, and how to ask those questions. But first, there are all sorts of general questions to ask a prospective contractor. Never feel like you're asking too many questions. If you are talking to a professional and serious contractor, they will welcome your questions. Contractors who get annoyed by too many questions are contractors to back away from. As a consumer, you must be able to obtain answers to your questions. Here are 13 general questions that need to be asked of a roofing contractor in Nashville. How long have you been in business? How local is your business? Who owns your business, and for how long have they owned it? What jobs do you have that I can go see? Who, exactly, will be installing my roof? Are they employees or subcontractors? Can I visit a project they are working on right now and see them in action? What training and experience does the crew have? Have they been trained by the manufacturer of my Nashville roofing? What past customers can I talk to? When would you be able to schedule my job? How long will my project take? Do you have proper licensing and certification? Insurance? Workers' comp? Please show me proof of these things. Is a building permit required for my project, and, if so, will you be pulling one? What steps do you take for the safety of your workers? What steps do you take to ensure the safety of my home and my family? After this first set of questions, the rubber needs to meet the road. Assuming you received acceptable answers to your original questions, you now need to ask very specific questions about how they will handle your project. Here are 20 more questions to ask about your specific roofing project. How will you access my roof? How will you remove any materials that are torn off of my roof? Will you have a dumpster on the site? Will you have a porta potty on the site? How will you protect my home's gutters? How quickly can you react, and what will you do in the event of inclement weather? Will you provide me written warranties both for your workmanship and the product you will be installing? When? Will you be using fasteners that are approved by the manufacturer of my roofing material? Can you provide evidence of that? How do you ensure that the proper number of fasteners are used and that they are located correctly? How will you protect my driveway and the rest of my property from damage? What is the cost of plywood replacement if you find any that needs to be replaced? Who will be my contact during the project and how readily accessible will they be? Please provide me with specifications and instructions for the proper installation of my roof. Who, besides the installers, will be overseeing my roof installation for quality? Will you be installing all new flashings, or are there any old flashings which you will reuse? Are there any areas of the roof which you plan to just seal rather than flash? Please explain how pipe penetrations will be handled. How is payment handled? What things might cause a deviation from the contracted price? How will you be checking the condition of the decking on my roof? Will you perform fastener pull-out resistance tests? Why do you think my old roof needs to be replaced? Is there evidence of things like inadequate ventilation which I should address? Please inspect my attic and help me evaluate whether now is the time to increase the ventilation in my attic. Please also help me understand if there is any evidence of leaks in my attic or high moisture levels, and how to address those. Be sure to ask whether any tax credits or utility rebates will be available to you on your new roof. Final questions after your evaluation of the roof. To put together your final set of questions, you need to spend some time understanding and evaluating your roof. Walk around your home a few times and use binoculars if necessary to get a good look at your roof.